So as you can see, I have a massive rucksack on today. It's not just because it's full of pepperami. I'm not on a little jaunt full of my favourite snacks. No, I am on my first wild cab in well over a decade. I have been meaning to do this for about a year and a bit, and I've just not been well enough, to be honest, and I've just needed to kind of be sensible about when I do this. I'm not sure if that day is today, however I think it's as good as I'm going to get. I've planned like mad, and so I am pretty sure all will be well. So I'm currently walking from Stickle Path to Belstone on the Dartmoor way. It's by a beautiful river, which I think I've shown you already, and it's nice and flat, it's nice and sheltered. So my plan is to head up to Belstone Tor, because it looks like quite a nice straightforward route up, but up is the operative word, I think. So as much as it's nice and flat now, I think I'm saving it for later. So my plan is to take it steady. It should take me about an hour to get to Belstone. However, I anticipate it will take a lot longer because I'm taking it real slow. Yeah, speak soon. I don't want to fall down there. We're going for a bit of a swim. That first step was a little bit tricky. Obviously not the spikes. Well, that was very much up. Whew. I think I'm about to hit a main path though, so that's something. It looks like there's a Helen Hobbit sized path down there, but the way is actually that way. So I've currently stopped and popped my rucksack down, which is going to be hilarious because I'm going to have to get it back on my back again. However, I've just inhaled a load of gnats and I was choking on them, so I had to stop and have a drink. And it's not really a great way to get your protein in, is it? Inhaling. You can't get protein that way. Anyways, I'm going to head back on and should be at Belstone any moment in the next kind of 10 minutes, so that's good news. Alright, over and out. So I've come up out of Belstone and I am officially on a moor, and I'm absolutely loving it already. I feel like I'm on proper Dartmoor now. Up until now it's been really lovely, however it has been woodland and a nice stream, and it was beautiful. Perfect way into a walk. I'm obviously quite puffed out already, and this is where the real effort starts, because it's only up from now. But you don't know how happy I am to actually finally be up here, even though it looks like it's going to be really cloudy on the top. I don't care, it's just nice to be out. Happy days. Bird. It is a stone. And that is where I am heading. It doesn't look too bad actually. It looked a lot worse about 100 meters ago. I was tired, very tired. Okay, so this looks like it's very much up. Oh, my legs and my lungs are done, but I'm nearly at the top, she says. Whew. I'm at the stage where I'm literally pointing to the next rock, aiming to get to that, and then having a rest. Just not stopping, having a pause is what I would call it. A pause. Right, come on, lazy legs. Yeah, I reckon go up there. Why not? So the map suggests that I follow the main path around, and it looks like it goes to the top. So retreat back to the path. Yeah, this looks a lot friendlier than the other way through. I'm looking forward to going rogue over non-path territory. However, for now, I'm very glad of it. Thank you, path. Thank you, path. Thank you, path. Blimey. Whew. I mean, who could tire of those views? And that's a busy road in the distance I can hear. Ooh. Right, don't give up yet. Eyes a little fried. Oh, sheepies! Oh, I speak sheep. They don't speak sheep though. Oh, you speak sheep. Hey. Bah. You're alright. I'm not gonna get in the way of your nice day. Wow. Look at that. I don't think I'm going to be camping anywhere here. 9. No. Defo not. You giving me the evil eye? I see. Is that how you feel about it? So I have dropped my bag off and I'm going to go and have a look up there. I don't think there's anywhere to camp up there, but before I drag my rucksack up with me and find it's just rocks, I thought I'd have a look first. So, oh, that scared the living daylights out of me. There's a sheep. Do you speak sheep? And that's where I've left my bag. Now I've got to rescue that. Hello, ladies. Bah. No, they don't talk sheep either. So I've been up to the top of that bit there. I have a feeling that the top of Belstone is actually that one over there. I don't feel the need to go traipsing up there or up there. I'm quite fancying a spot down there. So I've traipsed all the way back here again, and I think I am going to plonk myself there. It's relatively flat. I've got the shelter from these rocks, and the wind is currently blowing in this direction, but it's due to swing round and get a bit breezy overnight, so I'll have the shelter. So I definitely wanted to be this side of some rocks, and I was like, I can't be doing with traipsing over there. So I think as my first camp, keeping it simple, and also I've got a nice view. I could hear shooting over there, and I could see soldiers. They're like little dots. However, it is live firing at the minute all over the firing ranges today, which I knew before I left, so I wasn't going to go heading over into Maryvale, Willsworthy or Oakhampton. So I would have probably gone further to Oaktor or maybe to Routor as a first camp. However, because there was live firing, I decided not to. So I'm really hoping they don't bang all night, because they are just over there. So it could be an interesting night, couldn't it? So yeah, I've definitely found out that that is Belstone Tor, and that's similar Tor, and this is like a nondescript channel of stone, which is fine. That'll do with me. I'm about to see whether my tent fits in this gap here. I'm going to get rid of the sheep poo if I can. So I've no idea what the footprint really is of my tent. We're about to find out. Ta-da! Finally! Hey all, so I've no idea if you can actually see me because it's actually really quite dark now. I'll introduce you to my living abode. If I can get in. So I've got my helm on tent, and because I'm 10 foot tall, I decided to get the a shorter version of the mat because I'm not 10 foot 2 clearly. I'm 4'9", and I just found that actually it was quite nice to have the end to be able to just kind of not sit on the mat and just have like sleeping quarters. And then I've got kitchen area here, and then I've got all my clothes and stuff at the end. And what I'll do is I'll roll them up and then lay them flat so that I've got something to put my feet on. I've got some hot spots on my feet, so I'm going to put some Compeed on, and then I'm going to put on my nice darn tough merino socks, and they should be toasty warm for the rest of the time. I've got into my attire for sleeping because although it's only about 6, I think it's early, but I'm going to be staying in the tent now mainly, so I thought it'd be a good idea to get my tent stuff on. And I have to say I'm quite toasty warm so far, apart from my feet that I'm just sorting out. So I'm going to plan to have some tea in a minute, and first things first, hot chocolate. So my first attempt at pancakes has gone a little bit awry. Let's just say my pancake day hasn't gone very well. Oh dear. I've given up on cooking pancakes. The bacon I think is off. It was going a white colour and it didn't smell too great, and it didn't look like bacon. I froze it, and then I took it out the freezer this morning, so it really should have been fine. No, there was something very wrong with that bacon. Basically, I'm just waiting for this meal to rehydrate. So here's hoping I have better luck with this. It's something to eat, chicken fajita with rice. So that would be the first meal that I've had this evening after an hour and a half of trying to cook. Oh, and the other thing I did was the shake mixture. I didn't put the lid on properly, and I started to shake it and all the liquid came out, and so it's gone all over my tent, it went all over my leg, it went on the floor. It looks like there's baby sick outside. I'm gonna have to do something about that in the morning when I leave, because that would be just wrong to leave that in that state. You might even be able to see the pasty kind of powdery stuff. Yeah, I've got to try and get that off. What a loon. That tastes an awful lot better then gone off bacon and dodgy pancakes. So thank you, Something to Eat, for rescuing my evening. It does look odd, but it tastes alright. So I was going to head to bed after my slight mishaps with food, but then this happened. That's kind of like 5 years pandemic release, what you saw then. I've just made myself a hot water bottle. It's about 10:30, so I'm just kind of winding down a bit now. Right, so I'm snuggled in. Unless anything exciting happens, I will see you in the morning. Night. Morning all. It is about 1:30 in the morning and the wind's picked up, and I'm just gonna poke my head out the door. The tent's had a bit of a battering. In terms of warmth, I've been really toasty from like the thigh up, but I think shin down, I'm not impressed with the R value of my rucksack, let's just say that. It's quite comfortable. I've not noticed a discomfort. It is just, you know, it's probably about 2 to 3 degrees outside. Let's go check the damage. It's holding up quite well. I'm quite impressed. Thank you, Helm 1, for thus far keeping me safe and well. Here, long may that continue. And on that lovely note, good night. Morning all. It's about 4:45 in the morning. I woke up about 4:15, and my tent was blowing all over the place, and I was worried that the guy lines had come loose, or pegs had come loose basically, and felt the need to go gallivanting around the tent at this hour just to check that everything was intact. I just had this vision of me rolling down Belstone Common like a giant pyramid tea bag. So yeah, needs must. Fine, there was one guy line that could do with being repositioned. The peg had come loose, but it's still doing its job, but I just secured that down. But it is just windy. It's absolutely blowing a gale out there, and it's raining as well, so, and I could barely stand up. So that's why it took me like 15 minutes to go round. I was almost being blown over. So anyway, I'm back in the warm. I'm snuggled up again. The only other issue I've had here is I feel like I'm surfing around the tent on my sleeping mat. It's just, I haven't rolled off it, but I tell you, I've been moving so much around. I feel like I've discovered new lands with it, you know. I feel like I'm moving so much that I've discovered new places. So probably need to think about whether actually I like this mat as much as I think I do. I don't really want to be surfing around a tent at 4 in the morning. I'd like my mat to stay still. So it's about 6:45, probably about 6:50 now, and it's high time I really started to get going, even though I'm really tired. I feel otherwise alright. think I'm not as aching as I thought. Right, let's see what it's doing out here. Oh, it's a grey old miserable morning, isn't it? Oh wow. I mean, could you get more miserable? It makes me want to like stay and hibernate in my tent. I don't think I'm going to be going for a wander around there anytime soon. I think I'm going to hunker up until it's time to actually leave. Oh, yeah, a bit chilly out. And it's raining, so that's going to be fun, packing up the tent. Oh, right, I'll speak soon. It's actually not as bad as I thought it was going to be. I'm still not going to be traipsing around though in it. It still looks a bit gnarly for a little wander about. I'm going to just kind of keep warm in here, have a bit of a slow pack up, and maybe make a hot chocolate, see how windy it is for the jet boil, because I am a bit more into the wind than I would have liked. But yeah, what a lovely trip. This has been perfect. This has been exactly what I've needed. I've needed this for a long time. Right, it's time for me to say goodbye Dartmoor, goodbye Belstone mini version. I'm all packed up. I think I've taken longer than I expect, so I might be running down the hills, but leave no trace. I'm taking my rubbish with me, including my gone off bacon and all the other rubbish that I attempted to cook and failed miserably. It has turned into quite a grim morning, so yeah, I think I'm just gonna crack on and get off these moors. But they have put the flags up, as I suspected they were doing live trading today, so I'm glad I didn't go and camp on those tours, because I would have had a quicker morning. Anyways, I am heading down and we shall see you soon. There's the end. Wow. When I say the end, as in the end of the moor. It took me so much longer to walk up here than it did to get down. This place has made me come alive. I have needed this so much. So much. Hey all, so I've passed Belstone and I think it's about 9:10, so I've done really quite well time wise. So normally it said about an hour, didn't it, between here and Stickle Path. However, obviously I will give myself that bit longer, but because I'm carrying less weight, I feel like actually it could be a bit easier, and I'm taking a path that's a bit more direct, that doesn't wiggle as much. Because it's been raining and it's a bit slippery, I don't really want to be hesitantly going up and down paths. If there's a kind of more direct path before leading back down to the valley, I don't mind if there's one bit that's going to take me a little longer, but not everything. So that's my thoughts. This was a spot where I was I'd inhaled gnats and was coughing, so this brings back memories. It's quite nice to get to this point and not have gnats attacking me, so hurrah, celebrate the small things. So I'm pretty sure I came up from down there yesterday and I've decided no, Nope. I'm going to carry on down this path, and eventually it will lead down to an area where I can join the path again, and I think it's a little bit less arduous. I just feel like I'm going to end up slipping down there on my bum, so I'd rather not. So goodbye angry path, and onwards, this way we go. So as you can see from the red arrow, although I'm not pointing that way, that is where I am, and instead of taking the bottom path where the green is like I did yesterday, I've actually stuck to the top where the dotted path is, and it was absolutely beautiful, and it was less strenuous and a wider path. Very muddy, but I don't mind about that. But there's a cut through down here, and you can see the path continues up there, and then it also goes down this way. I've got a bit more energy than I did yesterday, I think, because I've not had all the packing and stuff to do like I did yesterday, and then the travelling and all of that. I've only had to pack my tent away, and although it felt a bit slow because I've not really done that for a long time, over a decade, I think I will get quite a bit better at it, and obviously you kind of pick up tweaks along the way of how you want to do things. So I'm looking forward to working out a best scenario with all of that. Okay, hopefully I will see you in a bit. Cheerio! So there are some absolutely lovely places to go for a little dip. Like over there's like this area where the river doesn't really like strongly go, so it's really still, and I imagine just getting your legs in that would be amazing. Oh my word, I'm still getting used to having this rucksack on my back. And there's a few more dog walkers now, but the nice thing is I'm ending this walk on a lovely sound of rivers. I just love the sound of water gushing. It's so therapeutic. So anyway, I'm in my element. I'm having the time of my life, and I'm walking like I'm drunk because I'm talking to you and tired and walking and trying to do two things at once. So I will hopefully speak to you before I get to the end, but I'm probably just gonna enjoy this last bit of the walk and leave you all in peace, and take some time for me to reflect a bit on the previous kind of 12-24 hours, and yeah, I'm sure I'll catch you in a bit. All right, bye. Hi guys, so I think I'm heading towards like where the path gets more of like a proper path, which means I'm nearly there. No idea what the time is, but I know I'm making good progress, so I will love and leave you this time. I just wanted to say a massive thank you to some friends who have been just epic the last few years. So at a really low point, someone gave me some money, which meant I could get this rucksack, so I wouldn't have been able to do this today if it wasn't for them. And you know, when you give money, time or friendship to people, you're not just giving money, time or friendship, you're actually investing in people. And I am so grateful to all of those that have really supported me thus far. I think you're all epic, and yeah, I'm truly thankful for you all. One of the reasons why I got this rucksack as well at the time was because I think when life's a bit hard, sometimes you know, we all have things that we have to carry in life, and some of us have to carry more than others. And so what I liked about this rucksack, or the big rucksack, is that actually if you have one that fits you properly and that is, you know, made well, you can actually carry quite a lot and a lot further than if you had a rucksack that was pants. And I kind of feel like that's a bit of a metaphor for some of my friends. The fact that they've almost supplied me with this rucksack means that I can carry life just that bit easier. So in fact, I had a bit of an emotional moment as I was walking. It's just very poignant. Oh, I realise I can't end it with me almost blubbering my eyes out. So yes, I am likely to do some more walks over the next few weeks, and I am definitely going to invest in a water filter, because I tell you what, that was a lot of weight to be carrying yesterday. No wonder I felt knackered by the end, carrying that all the way up Belstone Tor. I don't know when I'll next be able to do a camp, probably in the next month for certain. I don't think I can wait that long. It's just finding time, isn't it, amongst life and amongst health actually, because I almost didn't think I'd make it yesterday because I wasn't feeling great. This water's now making an absolute thunderous sound, so I'm going to love and leave you and see you next time. Do like and subscribe if you want to keep up to date with what I'm up to. Alright, bye!